I want to shut the fucking club now, you fit.
No, not if you're going to talk to me like that. He just treats me like that. Vile. Really vile. Not if you're going to talk to me like that. Now stop it! I feel like I've been a bad mother. And everybody's judging me all the time. Fucking stop it, will you? Yeah, that's right. Smash everything up.
Ben Webb is just 13. He doesn't go to school. No one can control him.
Just a bit of information. Don't you put your finger at me, or else I will. Stop it.
But one man claims he can. Behaviour expert Warwick Dyer. He'll only meet the parents once and never set eyes on Ben at all. Ben and Sally Webb live in Southampton. Ben's school regard him as a health and safety risk.
Ben.
His mother, Sally, has had to give up work.
Come here. Come.
Ben's been diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and obsessive compulsive disorder.
I can't even start to build a relationship.
No, not when he's like this. Ben!
I will, Mum. I will. I'll fucking throw it in the window. Fuck off. I'll see you later. I'm going out.
Will you be coming back?
No, I'm fucking off.
Are you going to stay?
Well, I was due to leave at 12:30 anyway,
Do you want to do that today?
Yeah.
Because of the way he is?
Yeah.
Ah, there he is.
I'll say cheerio.
Yeah, okay.
Unforeseen.
Right, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Can I have my keys, please?
Have the
He was originally excluded from school for 2 days for barging a teacher. He's been a school refuser for the last year.
When he hands over his CV and they say, oh, you know, where have you been for the last 4 years? Well, I've been at home. That's no good. He deserves better than that, and I know he can do it. He's going to have to learn to control his hyperactivity, his manners, everything. No, you are. You can't go to work going around annoying everybody and tapping them and going, all right, you dog. But people don't see it. All they see is this maniac.
Ben's home movie tells a different story. Ben's 10-year-old sister Tilly's starting to copy him.
How is you?
Most nights, ex-husband Colin comes round to keep the peace.
Yeah, but Colin's got to be part of it. What goes on in this shitty fucking house?
Is everything happy, Dad? Let's get up.
Get down, you and all. Get down.
Everyone's at each other's throats. Even the parrot swears.
Hi.
Today, salvation is at hand in the form of Warwick Dyer, child behaviour expert. Warwick, a former teacher, has created a unique system of behaviour management. He learns all he needs to know from a single meeting with Colin and Sally. He has no need to meet Ben at all.
Who do you want to talk to, me or the dog?
Well, who would Ben see as the most significant person in this family?
Him.
Ben is.
Yeah.
Ben is the most important person in this family because he sees and wants everything to revolve around him. Now, that's very difficult to give up. He is the centre of attention for what he does. And what he does is completely inappropriate. But, you see, he's not behaving badly. He's behaving in the way that he can and does behave. And it's not something to get angry about. He can no more help it himself than, we can stop breathing. It just isn't.
Warwick believes Ben is powerful because he wins every single encounter. Warwick wants to teach his parents how they can start winning.
He can't lose. Why? Because he never does. Once he is accepting the principle of being wrong, his whole life will change. He will be able to have friends because he'll be able to give and take. Because you will have trained him gradually over the weeks to do things that he didn't think he wanted to do, to lose in a way. This will revolutionise his life. It will enable him at some stage to get back into school.
So that's it. Now the only contact will be nightly phone calls. Warwick is the Webb's last hope.
If Warwick could get him back to school, it would be a miracle. Because I cannot see him going back to school, because all he wants to do, if anybody starts on me, I'll kill him. Come on. Come on.
Sally mustn't say anything about Warwick's existence. She'll only get her authority back if the children think the new regime is all her idea. From now on, she must give each child £1 a day. If they misbehave, she must give a warning, and then a 1-penny fine. Above all, Warwick insists that Sally must keep her temper, and there must be no swearing from anyone. First, she's got to sell the idea to the children.
So the first thing we're going to try and do to make it a lot better indoors is stop the swearing.
You said that years ago, that you were going to stop smoking, you were going to stop swearing,
Yes.
and all this. Where's it gone? You're still doing it, so what's the point of having rules?
Well, everything's got too bad in here, isn't it? Too messy in here, but these dogs stop. Right, so the rules being, I mustn't swear, you mustn't swear, and we've really got to try. If you're going to swear and keep...
Again, I'll get all the cups and I'll smash them. Next time it'll be the window. You take any of my pocket money, anything away from me, and you'll fucking know it, because all your windows will be through.
No, Benjamin, if you damage things, you'll have to pay for it.
How am I going to pay for it? I don't get no fucking money anyway.
But no, I'm not
How the fuck
saying...
will I pay for it, you thick
I'm not saying
Oh, fuck
I'm
off.
going to stop
Do I-
all your
Will,
pocket money at
do I-
all.
Yeah.
Patch, you're going to get hurt in a minute.
Patch, come here.
Come on, you're going to get
Come
hurt.
here, Patch.
Check her feet, make sure you don't cut her.
Stop.
Just make sure they're not bleeding.
Oh, wait. Like.
Get the fuck
It's 2 hours before things calm down enough for Sally to leave the house and make her secret phone call to Warwick. She needs to tell him every detail of what happened so he can tell her what to do next.
Hi, Sally, how are things going?
At the time, I was feeling really scared and my stomach was just in knots, but I wasn't showing it.
That's good. You may be scared, and you mustn't show it. And also, you don't have to get their permission for this. You have the right, as a parent, that your children speak to you politely.
Warwick believes that Ben could increase his violence to sabotage the new regime.
You have to know that you're going to win this.
Yeah.
One thing I have to say to you, in the early stages, it's liable to be worse.
It's the week before Christmas. Ben's been on Warwick's regime for 18 days, and things are going very well.
Colin and I thought we'd go really OTT this year. There's my dress.
Fucking terrible.
Colin's even got the beard. Bit better this year, because last year he dressed up as Bin Laden and came into the living room until he screamed her head off.
But Christmas cheer soon evaporates.
You look bloody awful in that.
Right.
When are you going to dress up, Trotter?
Children have gone out with their father for an hour to let me get on and sort dinner out. I don't feel particularly happy today. Ben hasn't been very good. In fact, he's been quite horrendous. He's lost 91 pence. But his attitude is he don't give a fuck.
Mum, you.
But it's Sally who's got the wrong attitude. She's slipping back into her old ways. She hasn't called Warwick for 4 days.
Hello?
Hello, Warwick, it's Sally.
Hi, Sally, how things been?
Awful.
Now, whenever this system starts not to work, the very first thing you have to do is to say, what am I doing differently? You didn't even realise it yourself, but you were starting to do things like you did before. The difficult thing I'm asking you to do is this. I'm asking you to be warm and loving towards him when he's swearing.
Yeah, and he was talking to me like I'm a stupid old cow. You're a stupid old cow.
You like you're a stupid old cow for 11 years, Sally. That's what you've allowed him to do. He's not going to suddenly stop doing it. Your boy does not need your anger.
I don't know. I feel really upset. This man really makes you feel like shit. I've just been a really bad mother to him, and
It's all my fault. It's all my fault. I used to sit with him for hours, reading with him. When he went to school, helping him with his maths, how to take away. I remember he knew how to add up, but he didn't know how to take away, and he used to get really angry and throw it all about the room.
Warwick believes that Colin and Sally inadvertently taught Ben to be badly behaved. They said no to him, held out, and then gave in, which only trained him to be stubborn.
All of this behaviour has got to the state that it's got because you've used big guns in the past and you've given in the end. He's found a way around your big guns, and therefore each time he's become more and more powerful.
And when they shouted and swore at him, they gave him something to copy.
You must not lose it again. Whatever is happening in your life, if you lose control over your own behaviour, you cannot expect your children to control theirs.
It's 3 days after Christmas. Sally's paying the price for her shouting. Ben has threatened her again, so she's banned his computer for a week and hidden the cables. It's a high-risk strategy. It goes against Warwick's rule of small repeated fines. Now Ben has nothing left to lose.
Please. Go on, Mum, just for 10 minutes. Just shut me up.
No.
Oh, please, Mummy.
No.
Oh, Mum, please.
And it'll do you good.
Oh, please.
It's not healthy to be sat on there morning, noon and night, especially when you're not at school.
Please.
Get back to school, back to normal.
Oh, please.
You need to get out then.
Please, Mum.
Too long.
Mum, please.
May.
Please. Yeah, it's made me even worse because I've got nothing to do.
Go and get your colouring out.
It gets boring.
How did you get on before the computer then?
I used to go out.
And why can't you go out?
Who to play with?
No, because you've got no friends.
Yeah, I have.
And you know why you haven't got any friends? Because you're too bossy. You can't boss people about.
No. Mum, I can't stand it. I need to go on. Oh, Mum, please. I've been good for 2 days now.
No, because you've hit your sister today.
I didn't mean that.
And it's been a lot nicer
Look at that.
here.
Ah! I'm going to sit down on my lap still.
No, I don't want to sit on your lap.
Ben realises his threats won't make Sally back down, so he tries another tack, a charm offensive.
Ben, I don't want to sit on your lap. I want to sit next to you and talk.
Okay.
Why do you want me to sit on your lap?
Because I like, yeah. No, we got to eat some chocolate nuts.
This is the only reason you're cuddling me and want me to sit on your lap. Because you are really trying to creep.
2 hours later, Ben finds where Sally hid the computer cables.
I love
want
you.
them back,
Thanks, I'm in an easy place.
I want them back, please. You're not putting it on. I want them back. You take them back out.
Hold on then, I will. You turn it off, I know we'll go mad.
Please turn it off now.
I'm doing it, get away!
Mum, no, he's turning it off!
Get away from me!
Who are you talking to?
No, you're making me angry.
Don't talk to me
You'll
like that.
break it if you do that.
Don't talk to me like that.
Move.
What'd you say?
Please, I'm taking my leads.
It's interesting that it's a combination of you staying calmer, being quite nice to him, even though he's being really thoroughly rude to you, calms this behaviour right down.
The last time Sally unplugged the computer, Ben hit her and locked her outside.
I promise you, you're not getting these back.
Well, you're making the situation worse.
Oh good, I hope I am. You just made me really upset and angry.
Sally stood firm for 6 hours. It's her biggest victory and Ben's biggest loss. The computer stays off and the cables stay under the tree for 3 days. Now Ben is finally dislodged from his power base. The regime is back on course. But Ben still won't contemplate school. It's been 9 months since he stopped going.
Ben had started school in September. First 2 weeks was fine. Coming into the 3rd week, and that's when all the problems started. He started being rude to the teachers, started fighting. As soon as somebody called him a name, that was it. He was in there and he was punching them. And he's a big lad, and of course then he'd have gangs of nippers after him. And I suppose there were so many complaints from different teachers. They politely asked him to leave until he could sort out his medication. He's allowed back, but they still regard him as a health and safety risk because he can be violent.
Today, Linda Tanner, the learning support teacher, is coming to see Ben, armed with a questionnaire to make him think about his anger problems. 5 weeks ago, he barricaded himself in the garden and locked her and Sally in the house.
Hi, come in.
Good morning.
Oh, it's working now, look.
1 is disagree and 5 is agree. All right? My family can make me angry.
5.
A 5, no hesitation. Why do they make you angry, Ben?
Just put a 5 down, I ain't saying why.
I can't control my temper. Agree or disagree?
5.
You agree, you can't control your temper. If anger was a famous person, who would it be?
Bush.
Why?
How do you spell Bush? It's
B-U-S-H. If anger were a part of the body, which part of your body would it be?
That's a stupid question to ask.
No, it's not.
Ass.
Do you remember we talked about what happens to your body when you get angry? What part of your body do you think it would be remembering that?
Head.
Okay. If anger were a place, where would it be?
Police, a pigs.
That's not why I asked. If anger were a place, where would it be?
Police station.
A police station. If anger were a type of food, what would it be?
Like lettuce and shit like I'm not lettuce, sweet corn and that.
Right. Underneath each ladder, I want you to write something that is really good about you. What are you good at, Ben?
Taking a dump.
Seriously, get real. Anyone can do that. What are you good at?
Nothing.
You're good at with your computer, aren't you?
Computer. And you think it's like
I think you're good looking.
like maths.
I think you got a nice smile.
No, maths.
Why can't you say anything good about yourself then, Ben?
I think I've reached a point now where I know what to do. We still have our good days and bad days, but obviously more better days. But I'm worried that we'll do all this work and literally within a space of an hour of being in that school, bang. Somebody will call him a name. It'd just kill him.
4 months into the regime, and there's peace in the Webb household. The children and Sally have cleaned up their language, but there's still one member of the family who can't control his swearing.
George keeps screaming and squawking. Fuck off! Fuck off! It makes Ben worse.
George is a bad influence on Ben, so George is moving in with Sally's ex-husband, Colin.
Hopefully he'll be quiet, but if he's not, he's going to have to come home because it's old age pensioners' flats. Can you imagine if Colin would be getting thrown out?
Colin was 51 and Sally was 25 when they married. They ran a pub together till Colin's drinking got out of control. Colin hasn't touched a drop since the day they parted.
We started off like we are now, as friends. But of course then my drinking's followed everything, I think, you know, and you can't turn the clock back, no.
Colin's been living on his own for the past 4 years.
When I got to leave, I just feel horrible inside now. And at times it makes me want to cry, then being that way.
Colin has also been making regular phone calls to behaviour expert Warwick Dyer.
What I've always done, since Sally and I have been not together, I always let her have the say, because the children are with her and it is her house.
Yeah, but what you're saying really is that when we split up, I stopped being their dad. I don't mean that you stopped caring about them and all those things, but you felt when you left that you didn't anymore have the authority to be their dad.
Yeah, in that extent, yeah, in their home, yes.
My feeling is that if you're a dad, you always have the authority of the dad. They need the two of you to be a team just as if you were together. You are their dad, you are their dad, you are their dad. There's nothing going to stop that.
Okay. If Sally was with somebody, I don't think I should be arranged so much then. I'd probably just go and pick the children up from outside the house. I wouldn't want to go in there. Not if somebody else is there. I don't believe that.
Ben, can you imagine Mum having a new boyfriend?
She don't need anyone. It'd just make her more stressed.
I probably would, actually. I couldn't deal with the relationship.
She ain't had a bunk.
Stop it!
4 years.
I wouldn't have the energy.
Would you love having a bit of sex, Mum? You ain't had the energy, did you? You lost the touch.
You're being stupid now.
You lost the touch.
No, this is where they start taking the mickey out of me. And then he says to me, "You're sad, get a life." Wow, let me. No, I haven't got time. You know how these men need pampering and all the attention. Well, there's none in here. None whatsoever. I'm sorry, if you come in here, you...
Don't get fuck all, that's
Well,
the
no, you just... It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, the chat would have to be crazy.
Can you get out at all during the week, Sally?
No.
Can you get a break, go to cinema?
No, not really. The trouble is, in the past, when I've always gone out or planned to go out, it causes massive rows.
Right, but the point is, when you're doing this work, you've got to work out what the next step is. And I'm telling you now, I know this is the next step.
Ben feels like he's totally possessed with me. And it's like all this training is just sort of weaning off of me and away from me, not to be so... Well, it just smothers me. I've got to get a life, for Christ's sake. Feels like I've been in prison for 10... Oh no, what? Going to be 14 this year, so say from 12 years. You wouldn't get that for murder.
First, Sally's got to encourage Ben to get out more. 4 months into Warwick's regime, he starts going to a youth club twice a week. Now he's not demanding to have the upper hand. He can mix more easily. Ben's burning ambition is to work in the music business.
Bloody hell, look at it!
5 months ago, Ben had a fight with the boys next door, which ended when he smashed their windows and the police were called. Now they're back on good terms.
Spray that.
Shit, that is some... Watch it! Get out of the way! Whoa!
Ben, come here a minute. Just go really careful, please. He's going to burn it. The trouble is, you kid's got no fear. If that blows up in his hand, he won't have to know it. You won't have a face left.
Ready for a Christmas tree?
The boys have always sworn when they're together, but now Sally's in control.
Just go careful. I'm not sitting up that blinking hospital.
Fucking hell! There's a guy!
And more importantly, the abuse is not aimed at her.
Mate, send him out.
Sally's got one last instruction from Warwick: to go out more.
Graham is somebody that he's sort of become into spiritualism and the afterlife. We've all got the same interests. I mean, I don't really know him. I know a little bit about him. He's very much like me. We just get on really well. Just a laugh, you know. Tilly actually likes somebody. She said, "Mum, ask Graham if he wants to come to the pictures with us on Saturday night." And I said, "I can't do that. I'm not just going to sort of say, yes, you can." She said, "Otherwise I'll tell everybody you've got a vibrator." So I'm telling you now, before she tells you. I'm going out with Graham tonight. We're not getting married. We're just going out. When you're smiling, when you're smiling.
Give him one. You won't tell me the truth, will you?
I'll tell you tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever.
We went out. Wasn't a date day. He was the perfect gentleman. I was home at 11 o'clock. Very nice evening. It's nice just to be with a man. And that sounds awful, doesn't it? No, it was nice. Just nice to be somewhere normal.
But there is a price to pay.
Last night, Ben has smashed the door and said, I'm going to tell Dad you've got a boyfriend and I'm going to cause trouble. I said, you will not start smashing the house up and smashing my things up because I'm fed up with it. This is the second lot of doors I've had on in this house.
Bastard.
But it's not as bad as it looks. The doors were only fixed with sellotape last time. Ben's now missed 4 terms of school. His new teacher, Mr. Hoffman, is coming to give Ben his weekly maths lesson.
This one is called a proper fraction.
And there's an improper fraction where the number on the top is higher than the bottom number.
Yes, absolutely. What can you say about proper fractions when you divide them and turn them into decimals? Will they be, will they be greater than 1?
Less than.
Yeah, good. Okay, can you read this one?
2 1/4.
2 and
3/4.
3/4. So what do you think?
So it's 2 whole circles and then 3/4 of another one. I remember, I've done it before with Mr. Listening in year 7.
Ah, good. Well, that's because you're intelligent.
I just ask you how Ben's getting on with his maths.
I think he's enjoying it, and he's intelligent. And when he concentrates, he can do a lot. I like that. And he's enjoying having success as well. Okay, well done. Excellent work. That was the best lesson ever. It's really concentrated. Nearly 50 minutes. Fantastic.
Bye.
8 months into the regime, the idea of school is no longer so terrifying.
Come on then, Benny boy. Ben.
Sally keeps Warwick's training going through the summer.
Ben, language.
By August, there's a huge reward. Sally is returning to her voluntary work at Southampton County Court, supporting witnesses. It's a job she loves.
I just felt I needed sort of to do something for myself again. Back to normality, as I call it.
9 months on, Sally still rings Warwick 3 times a week, and he's got one last challenge.
Sorry, the dogs are starting again. Oh, God, come and sort these dogs out. God, blimey, stop it. Before we started, I had no control over him at all. He was just this horrible, aggressive, nasty boy. The training is definitely working. He still swears a bit, but not every other word is fuck. He hasn't hit me. He hasn't smashed anything in the house. It's weird. It suddenly hit me that I actually feel normal, like I did before I even had babies.
Tonight is Sally's 40th birthday party. Ben's the DJ for the evening.
Ben's been a lot better. He still swears, but when we say, well, there's going to be a sanction, in fact, a lot of times now you don't even get to 2 sanctions.
He doesn't seem to get so agitated now, unless he gets over